Hello friends, in today's video we are going to explore the crucial process of planning the data model in Power BI. A well-designed data model forms the foundation for effective data analysis and visualization. So let's dive in and discover the key steps involved in planning a data model. The first step while planning a data model is understanding your business requirement and goals. So you have to take the time to analyze what data you need to work with and what insights you want to derive from it. Okay, you need to understand what data you have and are the different insights which you want to create by using this particular data. Identify the key metrics, dimensions, and the relationship that are very important to analyze your data. Next, you will need to gather and prepare your data, identify the data sources that contains the required information, and assess the quality and structure of the data. You have to ensure that the data is very clean, consistent, and properly formatted. Now, for example, the data which we have today is clean data. There are no blanks inside this particular data. It is properly formatted as well, and it is consistent as well. This may involve if the data is not properly formatted or there are certain blank space and all. So what you have to do, you have to do data cleaning, you have to do certain transformation, and you have to merge the different data sets. Okay, so once you have your data, at times it is the time to design the data model. So while creating the data model, start by identifying the entities or the tables that will make up your data model. Think about the different aspects and your business and break them down to the logical entities. For example, if you are analyzing the sales data, you might have entities for customer, product, and sales transaction, right? Now, in our today's data, which we have already discussed, right, this particular table, we have four tables here: sales table, customer, region, and product. Now, what is the difference between these two tables? Okay, now while creating the income statement, okay, we should have the sales table. So basically here sales table is nothing but the fact table which contains the transactional data or numerical data, okay, from which we are going to derive the different visuals, right? Now here three tables which are customer, region, and product. So these are the lookup table which we are going to use for basic filtering. Now sales table contains the order number, order date, customer name index, channel, currency code, warehouse code, delivery region, index. So from this particular index we can find out the region easily by looking up in this region table, right? So this is what is the use of lookup table for applying the filters. Then the product description index, order quantity, unit price, line total, and total unit cost. So from this particular table we can calculate the revenue very easily, right? Now the next thing is, after identifying the entities, you have to consider the relationships between them, means relationship between the different tables. Then you have to determine how the tables are related, and you have to or we have to establish the appropriate relationship using the primary key or the foreign key. I'll explain the meaning of primary key and foreign key later. So this is a very crucial part for combining and analyzing the data from the different tables very effectively. Okay, so we have to like operate by using these two particular keys, primary and foreign key, which I'll explain in the later part of the series. Now let's discuss the type of relationships which we can establish in Power BI. So when we add this particular data, I can easily show the relationships. Okay, how to build the relationship inside the different tables while doing the work on Power BI. So for your sake of simplicity, we have three main options: one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, and many-to-many relationship. Now, what is the difference between one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-many? A one-to-one relationship means that each record in one table is related to only one record in the another table. So this is one-to-one relationship. For example, if two tables contains unique name. Okay, so for example, Rajat is in the first table and Rajat is also in the second table. Now we have to connect these two tables. So by name, okay, so Rajat and Rajat, this relationship is nothing but one to one. Now, what is one to many? So, a one to many relationship means each record in one table can be related to the multiple records in another table. Okay. Now, I'll also tell you how to identify this relationship inside the Power BI or while creating a data model inside the Power BI. Okay. And finally, a many to many relationship indicates that multiple records in one table can be related to multiple records in another table, requiring a bridge of a junction table. Okay, so once you have established the relationship, consider the cardinality and direction of the relationship. Cardinality defines the number of records that are related between the two tables. It helps to determine how the data will be aggregated and filtered. The direction, on the other hand, specifies the flow of relationship and affects how the data is browsed and analyzed between these two different tables. Okay, now there is another important aspect of planning your data model is determining the granularity of the data. We have already discussed the fact table have more granularity as compared to the lookup table. Now, lastly, consider the performance optimization of your data model. Okay, as your data volume grows, it is very important to ensure that your data model can handle it very efficiently and effectively. This may involve techniques such as data partitioning, indexing, and aggregation to improve the query performance. Now, to summarize this particular video, planning a data model in Power BI involves understanding the business requirement, gathering and preparing data, designing table and relationships, defining cardinality and direction, determining granularity, and creating calculation and measure and optimizing the performance. So by following these particular steps very carefully, planning your data model will be very easy. You will be able to create robust and insightful report and dashboard in Power BI. I hope this video provides you with a valuable insight into the process of planning a data model in Power BI. If you have any question, please feel to comment in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video.